Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to look at circle chords and tangents. Number 21. In the figure below, PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. Given that TPX is a tangent at P and O is the center of the circle, PQ being equivalent to QR and RQX is a tangent. Is a straight line, with angle RPQ being equal to 50 and angle TPS being equal to 25 degrees. Then we are given also the length of PX as 18. We are supposed to give reasons in each case and find the given angles. PSR. This is the angle PSR. So as we work out that angle, then we need to do it systematically. So we need to find a few provided angle. It's good to remember that PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, opposite angles in cyclic quadrilaterals are supplementary. In other words, they add up to 180 degrees. So with 50, and earlier on we had been told by the examiner that PQ is equivalent to QR, this and this length are equal. That means for triangle PQR, that is, the base angles, which are 50 and 50, should be equal. So the angle at this point should be equal. Again, now that we have 50 and 50, and PQR is a triangle, then this angle can be evaluated. Angles in a triangle should add up to 180 degrees, and we already have 50 and 50 giving us 100. So the remaining angle here should be equivalent to 80 degrees. With 80 degrees, now we can apply the principle that govern opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral. That will mean the angle at Q and that at S are opposite angles in this cyclic quadrilateral. That will mean when we take the value of this angle and we add the value of this angle, we are supposed to get 180. Therefore, we will take 180 and we subtract 80 so that we may get exactly 100 degrees as the value of angle PSR. So the reason here is opposite angles. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. They add up to 180. So that is the reason behind our approach. The next angle PXQ. The value of this angle. Okay, with this we can consider several properties and several angles. One, we know that along this line we should have, because on a straight line we're supposed to have 180, it means the value of this angle is 100 degrees. So with 100 degrees, there is another angle we can find its value. That angle is the angle made by this tangent TX and the chord PQ. We usually say that if a chord is making an angle with a tangent, for instance PQ is making an angle with the tangent TX, the angle they are making here should be equivalent to the angle subtended by the same chord in the alternate segment. Therefore, if this chord subtends an angle of 50 degrees at this point, it means it is making an angle. The chord is making an angle of 50 degrees with the tangent here. Therefore, with the value of this angle, as 50, this one is 100, then following the principle that govern angles in a triangle PXQ, we should know that the angles inside should give us 180 degrees. Therefore, to get PXQ, angle PXQ, then we need to take 180. We subtract the summation of 50 and 100. This gives us 150. So 180 minus 150 should give us exactly 30 degrees. This is angles in a triangle. Angles in a triangle, they should add up to 180. Then finally, another angle here is angle POS. POS. So the angle POS should be produced first of all. POS. Therefore, the angle being referred to POS is going to be this one. We need to connect this one to the center. Yes. This one also to the center to give us the angle we are mentioning. POS. That is the angle we desire to calculate its value. Now, the angle has been subtended at the center, and there is a principle or a property of angles in a circle which govern the angle at the center and that at the circumference. In this case, we will talk of if a chord is producing an angle at the circumference and the same chord is also producing an angle at the center of a circle, then we usually say the angle at the center of the circle is double the angle at the circumference of the circle. Therefore, what we need to know here is the angle at the circumference. That way, it will be easier for us to conclude the value of the angle at the center. Now that SP is a chord making with a tangent an angle of 25 degrees, then it means the same chord SP is going to subtend on the alternate segment an angle of 25 degrees. So SP producing 25 degrees at the circumference will produce double such angle at the center. Therefore, the angle at the center is going to be 50 degrees. Therefore, we will say angle POS is equivalent to 2 multiplied by 25, which gives us 50 degrees. This is angle at the center, angle at the center, and angle at the circumference. Angle at the circumference. So the angle at the circumference should be double. The angle at the circumference should be half the angle at the center, or rather, the one at the center should be double the angle at the circumference. So those are the angles and the desired reasons. Thank you for following. Subscribe and share.